Hey everybody, so I have started to respond to several comments that has come after I posted the information about the session that NEPA put on providing information to hunters and people who do stuff with birds. So what everybody is asking question about is our white crown pigeon, or what we call bald pate. So we had Hurricane Melissa, and we also had Hurricane Beryl before, and now we are having drought because of El Nino. And all of the events that I mentioned to you before, especially Hurricane Melissa, will have an impact on our wildlife, including the wild crown pigeon, what we call bald pate. Now, when Hurricane Melissa come, the bald pate is dependent on, fruits from, trees. And a lot of people will tell us, boy, I don't know why the bald pate are grown. But after Hurricane Melissa, because a number of fruits, or I said them food, the trees were damaged. So especially in parishes like St. James or St. Elizabeth, after the hurricane, enough of the trees mash up. So there were no fruits on it. So you see the birds coming down on the ground. While some of the other central or eastern parishes, according to the information put out, weren't not impacted that greatly by the hurricane. But Melissa did hit areas in Portland and also in St. Thomas. So because we're aware that one, the food was affected. And the second thing, when these birds can't find food and go down on the ground, and they are vulnerable to other predators, like human go get them, mongoose and all of that. And some of them might couldn't get food, so they're gone. So what was done this year was to reduce the amount of white crown pigeon or bald pate you can get from 15, moving from 15 to 8. So that's 8 is the highest you can get per session. And what they also did was to the overall session you could shoot 20 birds, and they cut that down to 15. So out of that 15 now, the highest you can get is 8 per session. Now, whether on one side there's a notion said ban the overall season, bird shooting season, and I totally understand that, because you have 3 big things going on. You have burial, then you have Melissa, and you have El Nino. All of that impacting our birds. On the other hand, according to the Hunter Forum, NEPA did surveys, and the surveys show, especially in the central region, that the population is there. It didn't tell if the white crown pigeon moved from St. James or St. Elizabeth to the central area, but it showed that the central area is very stable for hunting to occur. And what they also did in the parishes that were heavily impacted, like St. James again and St. Elizabeth, they have shown some areas that hunting can happen, but only in seeded field. And what we call seeded field is where people put rice and corn and all of that, and they have been doing it for 3 months, and they encourage the birds to come there, and the birds can get familiarized, and during the hunting season they go for them. So that's seeded field. So I do understand on one side where people would say, hey, no bird shooting this year. There's also another side where the hunters, who does this yearly, and they love it. It's a sport. They also do conservation, and they love hunting. So from a scientific standpoint, when you look at the numbers, when you do a survey, that the numbers for this year can sustain shooting, I have no problem with it. Even if whether I like bird shooting or I don't like it, we have to work with the data, because when you're making decisions like this, you have to think about the bird shooters, you have to think about the bird conservationists. You have to find the middle ground in it. So I'm not arguing whether the season should keep or not, it's keeping. So you can't change that. So if it's keeping, what we can do. So some hunters, especially every impacted area, can, say, all right, this year I might sit it out because I want my birds. I want to have a better season next year. And some people have made a choice. It's your choice. And I don't think you should pick on a hunter who decide that they want to hunt. They're not doing anything illegal. It's their own, they decide that they want to do it. But I want people to have a lot of discussion, ask question, put question for NEPA. Make them explain to you why they're doing it. Next thing too, with all what is going on, with the changes that happened this year, where you are now cutting the shooting season from 6 weeks to 5 weeks, and you are cutting the bag limit per session from 20 to 15, and you're also reducing the number of ball plates that you can shoot from 15 to 8. There needs to be increased monitoring, and there are also some parishes that you can't hunt, and if you're hunting, it's only in certain area. So what I would tell people is reach out to NEPA, ask question, one, and help with the monitoring process. And when I mean help with the monitoring process, as a hunter, if you see another bridging out there shoot species where I'm not supposed to hunt, or I'm a hunt more than 8 ball plate, it's your duty to report that to NEPA, because that's going to affect you when you're hunting. Or also talk to the brother before him do that if you don't want to feel no way. Or if you see the man who shoot duck and other thing, report it. Because in the long run, by you not reporting it, the numbers gone down and nobody can have no hunting season and it affect you. The community members, what I would also inspire to do, I hope by now in the hunting season, which is this weekend coming up, that you help by telling, if you hear a shooting going after 9 o'clock or late in some area, or in a bird sanctuary or in a protected area, it is your duty to report it to NEPA, report it to the police, post it on social media. Don't be afraid to ask questions, ask which number you can call and all of that. Because all of us together want our birds to be, so we can see birds, the next generation can see the birds. So as I'm saying, I am not arguing whether you should keep a season or not. We are here now, and I'm here for the birds, and I just want the season to go the way it's supposed to go, meaning people follow the rules, do not shoot in areas that you're not allowed to shoot. Respect the bag limits. If you see a bridging or do the wrong thing, report it. Community members, if somebody come near to your house and all of that, you report it. It's your duty. Ask question, and I hope the agencies put out information so people understand what's going on. So you can keep on sending your questions to Roosters World JA on X, Blue Skies, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or email dl_white@yahoo.com. I'm happy to answer your questions, and as I said before, my job as a conservation biologist is I will give both sides of, whether you're looking at the conservationist who say no bird shooting, or the other one who say we can manage and have a season with the hunters, etc. etc. It's a tough job, and I will say that I hope it works out. Please ask a question, report, ask question. Peace.